first off, we're going to examine this, make sure there are no plastic tabs broken or anything. Okay, nice. So first we are going to need to remove this plug here, because I can already see that it goes all the way through up there, and we are going to need to remove this top part. So to remove this plug, you just take a pick like this, press it there and pull it just like that. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and start working on these tabs right there, like that. Be careful not to break any of the tabs, otherwise when you put it all back it won't stay in place, like so. There is this little switch here, be careful with this also, you don't want to break that. Okay, remove this. This is broken already. Anyway, we are going to use that because we don't have a replacement for that. Now there are a little more tabs, a few more tabs around here, and let's just go ahead and pry them open to see if it works. And look at this. Okay. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but we'll get it done. Like that, we just start to loosen everything, and it starts going. It's not that easy, but you have to be really careful. You don't want to break anything here, otherwise you won't be able to put it back together as you should. Okay, so this one popped right back in. It has to go out again like this. I'm going to help it here on this one, underneath, maybe like that. This, I'm going to hold it here, and I'm going to help with this one here. Here we go. This one popped right back. Again, like this, and the other one, the last one, it's the hardest one. Let's try with the knife. It's a little bit. This will be the best to do this. This, maybe like that. Okay, like so, like so. So this is out. This, and we want to remove this with the cable here. Also, you don't want to pull that hard. Okay, so this part we are going to clean and make sure it works. You have to be careful with this part. It goes right in here, as you can see here. Go right in there. Be careful not to break this. This is easily break. So let's put this to the side and let's start to open this one. Now this one, it's really straightforward, just like that. It's easy to pull apart. You can see the tabs all around there. You just have to work with them around and pop it right out. Try with the knife again. Like so. Okay. Now, here we go. This part we'll be cleaning it as well, but we don't need it for now. So now let's check this. I'll put the video with the I'll put the section with the microscope. So that I can see the solder points. I'm going to be resoldering every single solder point I can see. But anyway, it doesn't look that bad at first glance, but you know, microscope is a microscope, and I guess you can already see a few solder points there are not soldered properly. So I'm going to get my my microscope and we'll go from there. So we are going to put a bit of flux on the spots that I think the problem is, and you will reflow it or resolder it if you like. I'm going to use 35-watt soldering iron so that I won't burn anything. Okay, this works really well and ensures that you have a good contact in these points here. There's one more here and 4 more here. This one now is the one that I found that it was the worst. Like so. Now on this sensor here, we want to be extra careful when re-welding this, re-soldering this actually, because we don't want to melt the plastic, and usually these give you some trouble as well. Okay, these ones are okay, but still I can see that I could see that the car wouldn't lock in park. I wouldn't have to touch the brake to release it from park, and that's not normal, you know, on an automatic car. So this is the main plug. Let's just make sure that there's no bad connections here. This is like press fitted, but we want to solder it, especially if you live in a country where the temperature fluctuates a lot. Like for example, in my country right now we have 36 degrees Celsius, and in the winter time we can go to 2 degrees Celsius here where I'm living. So there's a lot of fluctuation on the temperature, and so we wanna make sure all the solder points are in great condition. Otherwise, like I said, the metal on the solder will expand and contract and crack the solder points. So now I think I'm done. I'm just going to clean it with some alcohol and a toothbrush, just like so. Of course, we want to clean everything and make sure it's dried before we put it back together. Like that. So yeah, I'm thinking it's done. Now I'm going to blow it with a compressor, just so we can evaporate the alcohol, and we are going to put it back together. Putting it back together, the only thing you need to be concerned with is this tab here, which in there's this little cross member. It has to fit on the fork on the selector there. Other than that, it's really straightforward, reverse of what you've done disassembling it. In this work it helps a lot if you have a microscope, a digital microscope, or there are some phones with really good cameras that can amplify to this point, but that's not my case. Well, I don't know, because I have a digital microscope, so I don't use the phone for this kind of things. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Please put like and activate the notification. We'll be posting content like this, as you know the channel already. Check out the other videos. Maybe there's something helpful, some hack, some repair, something helpful for your car. Okay guys, see you next video. Stay safe.